Today I'm going to talk about Twitch mod view and how it's way different than just moderating out of Twitch chat. My name is Trui and I make stream and support videos. Stream smarter, not harder. But before I begin, I stream every Tuesday, Friday and Sunday, 8 PM Central European Time on twitch.tv/Trui. Mod View is a new channel mode that provides all tools you need to keep your community safe. This is basically a Twitch dashboard, but then for your moderators. If you are a moderator in somebody's chat, underneath in the chat you will see this sword icon. If you click on that, you will get to the Twitch mod view. On the left side of this view, we can actually see some information about the session. Because I'm not streaming right now, it will just say offline. Underneath there we will see how many mods there are active. This can be a little bit misleading because bots always count as mods as well, because you mod them so they can actually do more stuff. So for me, Stream Elements bot is active right now, even though it's not an actual mod. Underneath there you see your active feed. This is just a notification bell like you normally see them on Twitch, so if you get a subscription or a friend request, it will be there. And then we see the whispers, which I'm not going to show you because, you know, people whispered for a reason. At the top left here we have our stream, which is basically just running like normally. You can just watch the stream because, you know, you also want to enjoy it probably. On the right of that, as always, the chat, where you see people chat, and next to that you actually have all the users that are in chat. So here you can see who is watching you right now. Because I'm recording this on Sunday, it's like 5 PM. People that are in chat right now are gonna wait 3 hours for me to actually come online. I know that some people will actually be there hours beforehand, but now I know who, I guess. And then here in the bottom right we have channel actions. Here we can turn on things like subscriber only mode, emote only mode, we can ban people, we can time out people, we can permit people to post links, for example, turn on slow mode, but we can also go to the creator dashboard from here. It will pop out in a new window and you will basically see all the moderation settings of the channel. Then you have view request queue. This has to do with the channel points. So if you have like custom reward for channel points, for example for me, I will do a dance if people pay a certain amount of channel points. And then all the things that are not standard will come up in this list and you can reject them or you can accept them. If you reject them, they will get their points back. If you accept them, you need to do the thing that they asked. And the last one in this row is recent raids, which is pretty nice if you missed a raid, but you still needed to give a shout out for somebody, for example, you can see their name back in here. Because I never know how to type things, so just go in here and then copy the name of the person. On the left, underneath the stream, we have mod actions. This is just a list of mod actions that have been taken. If somebody got a timeout, this will be displayed here in this list. Next to it is the auto mod queue. The auto mod basically picks up messages that Twitch thinks is not good. So if you use profanity, most likely the auto mod is gonna pick that up and put it in here, inside this list, and then all the moderators can decide, hey, is this something that we don't want on this channel, or is this something that is okay here? Some words might mean something different in context, and then when the auto mod picks it up as something bad, it can still be something normal. If you do not like this setup, you can actually change everything around. At the bottom left, you see this pencil that says Edit Mod View. If you click on that, you can edit everything. If you don't use dark mode already, this is also where you can set dark mode up. Just do it. Here we can just drag things around. So for example, I want the chat here, or I want the stream to be here. We can just drag everything around like we want it to. Shorter. Boom. Oh, that's a really slim chat there. Here on the right, you can always reset it back to default if you did an oopsie. And if you deleted something like the chat, boom, you can always add the chat by dragging it out of here and putting it back in. So no worries, you can really easily turn everything that you mistaken to do back to normal. And just click on save when you're done. Sadly enough, you cannot change this channel view part on the right side. I don't know why they did that per se, but I guess they found that part super important and they didn't want you to move it around or replace it. Okay, let me see how I want it to be. When I'm somebody's mods, I actually like to just see the stream, so auto mod and mod actions are not a thing that I want to see really a lot of at the same time, and the chat and the stream is more important for me, so I think I'm making the stream a little bit bigger in comparison and letting the auto queue and the auto actions be just really small. If you're mod of a channel that has more trolls coming in and that kind of stuff, and you need to like be more aware, then having these parts be bigger is probably a better idea. But if you don't have too many trolls going on in the channel that you moderate, hey, just enjoy the stream. Set this however you want. So I'm gonna go for this, but you know, if you want the stream to be really small and you want the chat to be huge, go ahead. If you're a streamer and you're searching for a moderator and you don't know who to choose, what would be a good mod, I made a video about who I would choose as moderators and what my criteria would be for them, coming up in the next video.